Welcome back to the Barbecue Lab. I'm David Gafford, and today we're going to get under the hood of the Lifesmart 2000B wood-fired pellet grill. We'll walk through what it's about, who it's for, and show you all the test cooks that we've done on it coming up. The Lifesmart 2000B is a part of our testing for the best pellet grill of 2022 that we recently published here on the channel. If you're interested in seeing 5 different pellet grills competing against each other to see who's the best under $5.99, just click the link up here, or I'll also put it down in the description below. But today we are talking about the Lifesmart 2000B. Now let's start by walking through the specifications of this unit. When it came to assembly for the unit, we had friends of the lab come and help us put this and the other units for the best pellet grill under $5.99 together, and my friend Randy helped me put together the Lifesmart grill. We both felt that it was a pretty easy build. Altogether, it took about 90 minutes from box until ready to fire up. We appreciated that the grill came with the hopper already attached and connected, so that was a big time saver compared to some of the others that we built that day. Now, the Lifesmart 2000B weighs 175 pounds and measures 68 inches wide by 53 inches high by 23.5 inches deep. It offers an incredible amount of square inches of total cooking space when including the 2 upper racks. The main grate provides 648 square inches of cooking space, and when the upper racks are removed, there's 13 inches of height between the main grate and the lid. Now that means that this pellet grill is enormous and can accommodate just about any cook that you want to do, just short of probably a whole hog. The pellet hopper is equally large, holding 30 pounds of pellets at a time. However, there's no pellet dump feature on this grill, so before you dump 30 pounds in the hopper, be sure that you're okay with that type, since there's no real way to swap them out. Now, the grill is made of cold rolled steel, and I know I always want to know how thick the metal is on the grill that I'm thinking about purchasing. We took our digital caliper and measured the lid of the grill and got a measurement of 2.42 millimeters for the metal thickness. We also measured the body of the grill, and that came in at a thickness of 1.68 millimeters according to the caliper. Now, the 2000B has 4 wheels, and 2 are locking caster wheels that spin 360 degrees. The other 2 wheels are best described as rollerblade style wheels that are locked in line, so the movement comes from the caster side when positioning this grill. Now, the handle is located on the pellet hopper side, which is the same side as the locking casters, so this unit is pretty easy to move around. On our unit, the bottom shelf was slanted lower on the right than on the left when installed due to what looks like an error in drilling at the factory. I reached out to Lifesmart customer service via email and found their support to be excellent. A couple of emails back and forth, and they helped determine that the error could be corrected by a new set of legs being shipped out. Now, next we ran something called the paper test. It helps visualize how tightly the doors connect to the grill body so that the smoke stays in the chamber instead of leaking out the door when cooking. Now, the Lifesmart resisted the paper on the side of the door, so there's a pretty decent seal there, but on the bottom of the door, it allowed the paper in pretty easily. We haven't had smoke pour out the door while cooking yet, but there is some that will sneak out during startup. While we were running the tests on all 5 grills on our under $5.99 lineup, we noticed that the Lifesmart was leaking grease out the back and side of the grill. The inside was sealed with high temperature Permatex, but it looks like a section was missed and it led to this leak. I was able to buy a tube of Permatex on Amazon and patch it up without much trouble. Now, the grill grates are made of steel and are porcelain coated for easy cleanup. In comparison to the other grills in this price range, the main grill grates are lighter than any others that we've come across. At the time of our testing, the Lifesmart 2000B was available at multiple merchants online between $599 and $799. With inflation throwing prices all over the place right now, it's hard to say where this grill should be priced. Now, if you're thinking about making a purchase, know that we have placed links in the description below to help. We monitor the gear and prices of the outdoor cooking world, and our links will point you to the best deal that we know about on this unit. Now, your purchase also supports our channel at no additional cost to you, so we say thanks in advance for using our link to find the best price. Now, whenever you have a new grill in your possession, I recommend running the Biscuit Test as the first thing you do with your new grill. You simply go to the local grocery store and buy a can of pre-made biscuit dough. Turn the grill on to the temperature recommended on the package, usually 350 to 375. Let the grill come up to temperature and then simply place the biscuits directly on the grate. Now, you set a timer according to the package directions, and when the timer goes off, take a look at the biscuits. Check to see if the top of the biscuits are done and what the bottom of the biscuits look like, and you'll understand quite a bit about how your cooker operates. For the Lifesmart unit, the biscuits cooked the hottest on the left side of the grill, so that's something to note when you place future food on this grill as to where your hot spots are. Now, at this price point, there's no question about one thing though. The Lifesmart 2000B has the most cooking space of any pellet grill that I've ever seen at this price point. The main cooking grate offers 648 square inches of cooking space, and the two upper racks add another 1,088 inches of cooking surface for a total of 1,736 square inches of cooking space over 3 racks. Now, the new Traeger Timberline XL has 1,320 square inches of cooking space, and it retails for $3,799. You're talking about 416 square inches more cooking surface for $3,000 less. I think that's worth taking note of. The controller on the 2000B has a low-end temperature setting of 180 degrees Fahrenheit and a high setting of 500 degrees Fahrenheit. One of the standout features of this grill is that you can set the temperature in 5-degree increments, which has been uncommon at this price point. We're beginning to see it more, but this much cooking space and 5-degree incremental control is hard to beat. There's one temperature probe included with the grill in the box, and a second can be added for additional functionality. Now, I wanted to know how efficient this grill was when burning pellets, so we ran the grill until it was empty, weighed out 4 pounds of pellets, and loaded them into the hopper and primed the grill until the first pellet dropped into the burn cup. We turned the grill off and on, set it to 250 degrees, and used the ThermoWorks Signals thermometer to track the actual temperature in the center of the main cooking grate. Here's a graph of that cook, and you can see that the grill held 250 for 2 hours and 46 minutes on 4 pounds of pellets. We checked the pellet hopper after the temperature dropped and found quite a few pellets that didn't feed and were held in place by friction. Now, I'm sure it would have run another 30 to 45 minutes if those pellets had fed, but it's worth noting that every grill in our testing group had pellets that didn't auto feed as it got close to an empty hopper. We also tracked the time it took the grill to go from a cold start to holding 250 degrees, and the Lifesmart 2000B reached 250 degrees in 18 minutes and 35 seconds. To test the cooking capability of this grill, we ran a low and slow pork butt at 250 degrees to see exactly how it cooked. We even shot that cook as a standalone recipe video, so if you'd like to see this grill take a pork butt from start to finish, check out the link in the card above. Now, for this video, I'll show you what the pork looked like when it hit between 150 and 160 degrees internal, just before we wrap the pork in foil to push through the stall. Now, here's a shot of how the pork turned out on the Lifesmart. Now, once we wrap it in foil, it won't take on any additional bark or color for the remainder of the cook, but it sure was tasty and fall-aparty for sandwiches. We also wanted to see how this grill performed at a hot and fast cook, and spatchcock chicken is a family favorite. We cut out the backbone to lay the chicken flat, sprinkled on some rub, and here's what the chicken looked like when it temped at 160 degrees in the breast. The meat was moist and juicy, and the family loved it. Now, no grill review would actually be complete without a true grilling test, so we put the Lifesmart to work grilling some boneless, skinless chicken thighs. I wanted to see how the factory grates would do putting grill marks on chicken, and I also wanted to test how the grill grate aluminum raised rail system would perform on this cooker. I set the grill to high, let it come up to temperature, and then sprayed the grates down with duck fat. Placed a chicken thigh in the center of the grate and on one of the grill grate panels, set a timer for 5 minutes, and closed the lid. When the timer went off, we flipped the chicken over to see how it went, and the grill grate system put some dark grill marks on the chicken thigh, well darker than the factory grates. If it's sear marks that you're after when it comes to grilling, this grill with the added grill grate system can put some mean grill marks on your protein. Now, after all of our cooking tests concluded, it was time to clean the grill. We started with the grates, and I found that the grates moved around quite a bit when knocking off the debris with a grill brush. The grates aren't locked in from side to side on the main level, so there's a fair bit of play that goes on when you try to clean them. Now, there isn't an ash clean out function on this grill, so every 3 to 4 cooks, it's a good idea to get inside the cooking chamber, remove the grates, remove the diverter panel, and sweep out any extra pellet ash that's sitting in the burn cup and on the bottom of the grill. This makes sure that your pellets can reach the igniter rod for startup, and any additional ash won't build up to cause problems over time. The grease cleanup is as easy as taking the grease bucket and dumping it out, or simply replacing an aluminum bucket liner to keep things clean. The Lifesmart 2000B has a 1-year warranty from the manufacturer, and you can find more details on the manufacturer's website. So that about wraps it up on the Lifesmart 2000B Pellet Grill. So let's talk about who this grill is for. If you're someone who's always cooking for a crowd and you like to cook low and slow or hot and fast, then this is the grill for you. With 1,736 inches of cooking space for less than $1,000, there isn't another pellet grill I'm aware of that offers so much capacity at such a low price. Now, if you'd like to check out the current price and see if there's a sale going on for the Lifesmart 2000B, click the link below in the description. We keep tabs on the sales going on in the barbecue world, and if there's a sale, our link will direct you to the lowest price that we're aware of. Now, also, your purchase through our link helps support our channel, and it doesn't cost you any extra. I want to say thanks in advance for those of you who are going to click that link when you go shop. Now, if outdoor cooking is your thing, please consider subscribing to the channel. We put out about 3 videos per week of the best in outdoor cooking and outdoor living, and we'd love to have you join us as we review what's too good to pass up and what's just plain pass on in outdoor cooking. We're on all the major social media channels, from Instagram and Facebook to Twitter, TikTok, and right here on YouTube, and we'd love to have you join us. We pass on the sales and discounts that we know of in the barbecue world as help you feel more confident in your ability to entertain outdoors. Our motto is that life is better together, and we're all about equipping you with the best gear, teaching you winning techniques paired with amazing recipes to make your backyard the only place to be all season long. Now, we'd love to have you join us, so hit that subscribe button and ring that bell so you'll be notified when new videos are posted to help you raise your outdoor cooking game. I'm David Gafford from the Barbecue Lab, and I can't wait to see you next time as we dive into what's new in barbecue. We'll see you then.